What's up guys, this is AZ Wallbreaker here. You're watching my channel Wallbreakers, here to inspire you to be epic, be legendary. Alright, today I'm going to talk about how to create an epic, legendary story of your life. Before I get into that, please consider hitting like, subscribe, and share this story if you like this. How to create an epic, legendary story of your life. Before I get into 3 factors, let me tell you this story. Alright, most of us know who Michael Jordan is or heard of him.
Gets the ball from Hugh Evans. He looks, he gives to Jordan. Jordan to the circle, puts the shot in the air. Good! The game's over, and the Bulls have...
We know that he's a billionaire, he's famous, he's got his own shoe deal. He is the man when it comes to the NBA and the basketball world. For many people, they don't do basketball without hearing the name Michael Jordan. We have to realize how he got there. And Michael Jordan started out playing basketball at a young age, and he had the support of his family to help him play basketball, get better at it. Then he did 3 factors that I'm going to explain to you on how to become successful in your life, how to create that epic, legendary story of your life that we all want. The first factor is demand discipline of yourself. There are 2 key qualities of this factor. The first one is accountability. One of the important factors in creating accountability is establishing specific, reasonable goals. For example, here's a short-term goal. I want to lose weight. For many people who are watching this, or many people you probably know, we've heard this many times. We've had family or friends who say that they want to lose weight, but they never give us a specific, reasonable goal. So instead of just saying that, how about say this? You know, say that you have a friend who's 300 pounds. He or she is looking to lose weight. So a person who is serious about their goals, this is how I know when I see a person who is serious about losing weight. Instead of saying I want to lose weight, they say I want to get down to 150 pounds. This is my steps in losing this weight. I'm going to exercise more. I'm going to exercise 4 times a day, or I'm going to exercise 4 times a week. I'm going to run. I'm going to weight lift. I'm going to change my diet to where I'm no longer eating pizza, or I'm limiting the amount of pizza that I eat, or burgers, or fatty foods and junk foods. But the idea is a person who is specific and reasonable about it normally will have those steps in place to hold them accountable. Another example, here's a long-term goal. Many of us want to retire. Many of us want the ability to not have the need to work, rather want to work. Because there are some people out there who wants to work, you know, because it makes them feel better, it makes them feel good, and it keeps them going. You have to do that by obviously saving and investing early at a younger age. Some of us will want to retire at 70, maybe 60, heck, maybe even 50. But depending on how soon you want to retire, it's going to determine how much money you're going to have to put away to do so. So if you're going to retire at 70, you might not need to put as much money compared to someone who is 50. So once you establish that, now you got to establish, do I have the income to be able to save that much money? And you do it, and you stick by it. You say, I'm going to put this much money away every month, and I'm not going to deter for whatever reason, because I know in the long term, I want to be able to either retire or have the want, not the need, the want to work. Another quality trait is responsibility. Now there are 2 forms of responsibility. The first one is bad responsibility. An example of it is debt. Many of us have debt. I have debt, you have debt. we have debt in some form or fashion. And for example, you use a credit card to pay off whatever, you get a loan to buy a house or a car. Even though some people might say that that's good debt, it's still bad debt because it holds us down. It limits how the way we spend our money because we have to pay back that debt plus interest, and we gotta go for it. A person who accepts responsibility for bad debt or bad responsibility realize that it's on them. They made the decision. Like, you made the decision to buy with loans. Just like I made the decision to take a car loan to buy a car. I take the responsibility, and I understand that I accepted it, and I'm going to pay off my debt. People who take responsibilities for mistakes or outcomes that happen, learn from them, and they get better, and they overcome those bad responsibilities. Good responsibility is teaching someone a valuable skill. For example, I am teaching my daughters how to drive when they are of age. I think that's important because 1, it gives them the ability to be independent. 2, allows them to explore different places. And 3, is going to help them in the long term, such as getting income, getting a job. Like, they need more likely a car to be able to go to work and earn income. So those 3 factors are the reason why I like this good responsibility of being to help my daughters in the long term be able to get to where they need to go in life. And that is part of that is through driving the car. The next factor that one needs to be able to have this happen is demand for help. Demanding for help from our family and friends is very important because they are our greatest networking assets. For example, my trip to Australia and New Zealand, my wife had friends out in those 2 countries, and because of that, we was able to stay at their place or have dinner at them. You can't even imagine paying for a trip such as Australia, New Zealand, and knowing that you have friends who are willing to let you stay at their place, who are willing to take care of you and help you out to figure out where to go and where to stay. Having that made planning the trip easier and saved me tons of money so I can focus on doing fun stuff and explore and appreciate both countries. The second part of that is finding the right people. For example, if you want to be rich, like many of us do, you're never going to ask a poor person to do so. No offense to any poor people out there, but I'm just speaking from the truth and from reality. Being rich takes hard work, it takes dedication, and the best way to learn from that are for people who've done it before, who've been rich, who's earned their income through hard work and intelligence. Because of that, you learn so much from them, you gain valuable experience, plus they'll help you develop skills and rituals to help you become rich. The final factor into helping you create an epic, legendary story is demand action. Demanding action is very important because all the planning, all the preparation in the world will go down the toilet if you don't commit to doing it. For example, when I decided to want to scuba dive to go see the Great Barrier Reef, I was a terrible swimmer before I became certified. I was very terrified of swimming because I just wasn't used to it. And when I was in the military, the Marine Corps for that matter, I would struggle swim qual. I was terrified of swim qual because I would fail most of the time because I wasn't that great of a swimmer. When I got out of the Marine Corps, I just found a pool at my gym and I started working. At first, I couldn't even swim half a lane because I just tired out. But I didn't quit. I put every effort into it. I swam. I learned from people who were willing to help me because they saw the effort that I was putting into, and I learned from those who knew what they were doing. And now I can swim 3 laps in the pool, which is amazing. And now I took that opportunity, now that I was very good at swimming, to scuba diving, and now I am a certified scuba diver who's been to the Great Barrier Reef as a scuba diver, and now I am doing the advanced courses to become a better scuba diver. The important last step is, after you do it, whether you should fail or succeed, is feedback. That is the key thing. I think that's what a lot of people tend to miss, is they don't go back and review. Feedback is very important because you can learn so much about how it went and how you did it and what succeeded and what didn't succeed, and learn from it and make a decision of should you continue to do it or should you move on to something else. Alright, so that was my 3 factors in creating your epic legendary story. If you like this video, please consider hitting like, subscribe, and share this video. All of it. And remember, be epic, be legendary, and I'll see you later.